Hello YouTube, this is Mike.878. I got a SOS Flygon set for you. It's a pretty good set. I like using an OU more than UU, even though Flygon is UU. And I haven't really liked Flygon that much, but I do really like Mixed Flygon because he can do a lot of things that the regular one can't. Because the regular one usually just spams Scarf U-turn, which I find really, repetitive and boring. So, if you're looking for a more interesting set. Anyways, if you don't know much about Flygon, he's Dragon ground typing, and his ability is Levitate, which makes him null all ground moves. I prefer the nature Naive, less special defense and more speed, because he dies for most special hits anyway. And most special hits in OU or UU are ice to begin with. And it gives him more speed. He wants more speed. He has base 100 to begin with. His item can be Expert Belt or Life Orb because it is a mix set, so you can Expert Belt for damage without reducing your survivability, but Life Orb provides that extra 10% damage output, but costs the 10% of your HP. His base stats are pretty good for a mix set, 80 special attack, 100 speed. You want a mixed Pokemon to have pretty good speed, so the fact that he can outspeed the plethora of 317 base or max speed Pokemon, base 95 speed is good. And the majority of the Pokemon who are base 95 speed are fighting type or normal type, which Flygon doesn't really fear, but he can't do a whole lot back to, so that's just something to keep in mind. Since he has a pretty good attack stat to begin with, much better than his special attack stat, we'll give more investment to his attack stat, but we'll try to get special attack high enough that it'll actually enable him to score some KOs on various threats. I gave him absolute max speed, so 252 speed, plus the naive nature, which means he'll max out to 328. Give him about 150 attack, which I think brings him up to like 260 or so. Give him 108 special attack, which brings him around 200, I think. And his moveset is Earthquake, Outrage, Hidden Power Ice, and Fire Blast. And Earthquake and Outrage are mandatory stab. Earthquake, good coverage. Outrage over Dragon Claw because if it's a last resort, you want your attack to be powerful. So Outrage Life Orb, if you're using the Life Orb set, will be quite powerful, even without max investment. So let's just keep in mind. Hidden Power Ice for other Dragon types, and Fire Blast in OU for Ferrothorn, and for Bisharp in UU. And the set's good against a few things. It's good against Ferrothorn in particular in OU, especially the ones that expect you to be U-turn and they go for the switch into Ferrothorn, because they want to get the Iron Barbs damage, or Rocky Helmet as well. Non-Scarf Nidoking usually die to one Earthquake if they're not heavily invested in defenses. Non-Choice Scarf Scissor, if they do try to spam a U-turn, a choice-baited U-turn or anything like that, a Fire Blast will quickly dispatch them, so it's a good thing as well in that. Most Steel Bug types or Steel types in general have a really big problem with Flygon, especially since a lot of them do rely on Thunder Wave, such as Registeel and Ferrothorn do have Thunder Wave support, which Flygon can't shut down. He's bad against, the Strong Wells, the Tears, Porygon, Dusclops, all of them. Bad against Dragons, because he, dies to super effective attacks. He's bad against status ailments because he doesn't have instant recovery. He does have Roost, but he doesn't have recovery to status. And he's also very weak to status because he's a Pokemon that's meant to come in, revenge kill with a super effective attack in a mix set, and then switch back out. So you're trying to limit his position on the other Pokemon as much as possible. Reduce the effective time that he's going to be in the battle. You want him coming in, killing something, leaving. Or you want him coming in, killing something, they switch to a counter, you kill the counter with unexpected attack, etc. Anyway, this is Mike.878, and that's my Flygon set, so, like, comment, sub, whatever you want to do, and I will upload again. Thanks.